So I'm going to jump around a little bit from some concepts that I got from the video and back to the chapters that we had read. Some of the thoughts about concerning media for me. So one of the thoughts for my concerns was brought back to my attention on page 17 in the book. Quote, "There is a lot of evidence that people simply accept the opinions they hear in media messages without making their own evaluation," end quote. That kind of brought a concern that I guess I subconsciously held, that I watch a lot of debates on Facebook about some of the things that are going on in the world right now. Religion, politics, is usually the stuff that is brought up. And I see people not really debating. I see kind of arguments, and there's no logical reason behind a lot of what they're saying. When they hear something that they don't like, they get angry. Instead of using evaluation, like we had just learned about in chapter 1, which was comparing a message of elements to some standard that you may have. I don't feel like they're using that a lot in today's society. Something that I took from the video that I thought was fascinating was that emojis are being used in replacement of words. This isn't necessarily bad, it's just a change for the times. I think it's fascinating to see the way that communication can change over a couple of decades. Because if you think about it, that's not really that long of a time. In a way, you can use emojis to communicate with someone of a different language without having to learn an additional language. At some point, you have learned the language of the meanings of the emojis, but before things like that, it could have been a lot harder to communicate with somebody else. Postings on social media are a form of communication. I believe some people to forget this, as people lose jobs over things that they say on the internet, just like it said in the video. Even though the things that they said were not said person to person, it's almost as though people don't think that their own words on social media are impactful, but yet they get a lot of their information from social media that they might like to use in conversation or debates. Information gets leaked for everyone to know or create judgment about, but it's also a quick way of getting important information to the public. Without that, I'm not sure where we would be, such as like a national disaster, something that we would all need to know about very quickly in order to react properly. And this isn't anything dangerous per se, but the eclipse that is going to be happening without social media, I'm not sure that a lot of us would have even known that it was a thing that was going to occur anytime soon. And so they're able to give us the steps to take to properly prepare for when that happens. So social media being a form of communication, I feel like has shaped our society in a lot of positive ways, possibly more than negative. And the thought of someone predicting the future of communication, just like it was said in the video, is what he pretty much did. We believe media to help our imaginations thrive, but I believe that it just opened up new or different doors, as obviously our imagination of possibilities has always been there.